What's going on, traders? It's your boy, Marv, the man, the myth, the professor. And here we come with Thursday's editions of Day Trading Recap. I apologize, I'm getting this out a little bit later. I took my daughter and son and my wife to sushi for lunch today, and kind of threw off our my programming, but it's all good, man. It's always good to spend time with your family. My daughter over there eating sushi like she a grown man. I couldn't believe she only 5. It's unbelievable. She like, yeah, she gonna be an expensive date. Know that much. All right, y'all. Anyway, sorry. Let's go ahead and talk about the market. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. So, Houston, we got trouble. See here, I should say Houston, we got a problem. Well, this is a pretty big gap down, okay? And when I did a gap down, it's below the 200. Remember I said we wanted to come to the 200 and pivot? That's what we wanted. We don't want it to go below the 200. But are we in bad shape? Not yet. So if it beats any of these pivot lows here, okay, you can look at this pivot right here, or you can look at this. This is the pivot I'm looking at. As long as it doesn't drop lower than that, we got a chance, okay, if you're into a bullish market. If it does, then, you know, we just took out this swing low, swing low, and hey, we can be back down here. Who knows what territory we can be in. So it all just kind of depends, man, and this is why you don't predict. This is why you just read the chart, just take it a day at a time, my friend, a day at a time. The SPY should look the same, gap down, sold off. 1 second, somebody just rang my doorbell. I gotta go handle it. All right, sorry for that. I had to answer the door. My cleaning lady left her phone, so she had to come back and get her phone. That was all good. So anyway, I was saying the SPY is same. Just pulling back. It pulled back. So this was cool because it pulled back to the 200. What you want to see is a bounce off of the 200. If it's going to fall through the 200, you don't want it to go no deeper than this. If it goes deeper than this, yeah, we back to any man's game. Well, it's not any man's game. You can see each pivot, so you have an idea of where it could stop. So, yeah, that's that. So what did I trade today? Okay, market was bad, as you can see. Very bearish market today. What did I trade? Did I make any money? Well, the answer is I had multiple plays. Tell people, for what I do, the conditions of the market really haven't stopped anything, man. If anything, it's increased. So let's go ahead. So the first stock that I traded today is WAFU, W-A-F-U. Let's share my screen so we can see what was what. Okay, pre-market. I was looking to buy this. First of all, you won't see any game plan or notes because last night I decided to act like a high school kid, me and my wife, and we stayed up and we binge watched some show on Netflix until like 3 in the morning. So I only got 2 hours of sleep for 3 hours, and I woke up like literally at 6:20, and I had to just come and break down the stocks as fast as possible. It was crazy. So I didn't write anything. But I looked at it and I said, okay, I would buy this here. Problem was, I thought that considering where it was at, I said this thing's kind of crazy. I put an order in at 855. It came to 872, I think, and then it took off. Okay, and it went up here, went up pretty high. And I was like, darn, I missed it. So I canceled it and I said, well, if it sells off again, I'll be willing to test it at the MA. And that's exactly what it did. So I put an order in at $8 and it came to like $7.90, something like that. And it got me in, and as you can see, the rest, my friend, is history. This thing, it moved. I mean, this is beautiful. Okay, so this was a great opportunity right off the back, right at the open, for the most part, right at the open. It moved pretty quick, man, and it's hard to be mad at that. So that was my first play. Okay, now the second stock that I was looking at that I actually played this morning was HHT. Okay, let me share my screen. And HHT on the 15-minute, this was a no-brainer buy at 101. The bottom of these two candles here, and the body of this candle just said buy this. So what did I do? I waited. Let's go to the 3-minute time frame. I waited and I bought it. Okay, so here it did. It came right here. This is when I got triggered in at this candle at 101, and look what it did. It bounced for me and it got up to 113, I think that was. And remember, I love dollar stocks. Why? Because it's so easy to get 10% really quick. Well, what did I need for 10% profit? Okay, if HHT comes into 101, I basically need 10 cents. So I needed to go to 110 to get a 10% gain. It did even better. I pulled out pretty early, but I still was able to get what I was looking for out of the trade. So I was happy with that. So if we're tracking 2 trades, 2 wins. The next one I was looking at was MTSL. MTSL, let me go ahead and share my screen. MTSL had a buy area. Oh, I was interested here, but it faded already through it. So I was looking at the next location, and I had it down here, and it bounced. Okay, and so I said, okay, if it come back to 172, I'll test that area again, because for the most part, this thing is already at the lows. It's either going to do it or it's not. Okay, so what happens? Okay, well, let me show you on the 3-minute time frame. This was the first one, didn't get it. I said, okay, I'm going to put an order in 172. Here it comes, 172. Okay, and it bounces right up here to 192, if I recall correctly. So 172 for 10%, what do you need? You need 17 cents. 10 cents is 82. 7 cents is 89. So for the most part, I got out of this one at 89. This was pretty much a 10% win. This was a very good play, and it was very quick. And as you can notice, all the stuff that's happened within the first 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes of the market, if you are not prepared, if you don't have your head on tight, man, it can boom blow by you, man, and you can get it can go quick. So you have to be focused that first 30 minutes, man. So I always want to tell people, that first 30 minutes, you need to really be on your ding, okay? All right, here we go. What's the next stock that we're going to talk about? I'm going to share my screen, and we are looking. Oh, Ambo, one of my losers. Okay, so far, 1, 2, 3 winners. One of my losers, only loser on the day. Okay, so we're 3 wins at this point, okay? 3 really good wins at this point. Now, here we go. I wanted to get this at $2. Okay, it was just taking forever. So I tried to play this off of the MA at 236, I think, and it just fell apart right here. So I wanted to see, this one didn't trigger me. So I was like, man, I wanted it right here. This is perfect little quick bounce. So I put the order back in, and what did it do? It fell through. I mean, it just dove right past me. So now, once I get something that dips way more than I anticipated, because I usually buy where it should bounce, right? Now I'm looking to just play this as a loser, okay? So what do? I go, where's my entry? I usually go 3 cents below entry, okay? I got entry 36. So I tried to get out at 233. I didn't get filled. Then this thing dropped again, and I got executed at I didn't know where it was gonna go. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet on this one. And I got executed at 18. So I lost like $500 on this trade. Wasn't really happy about that, but man, this is part of the process. You can't get mad if you get shot when you're gangbanging, right? This is part of the game, right? I say it all the time. So it's just what it is. I got hit, cool. But now I'm 3 and 1, right? At this point in the day. So the next one we're going to talk about should be ONTX. Let me share my screen, and it's ONTX. And ONTX was a 5-minute high volume play. So what I was looking at was the 5-minute time frame. This candle here, the low of it was basically 61, okay? And so I was waiting when stocks move up and they show me that they want to be strong. If they come back to test that area, I want to be there for the test, okay? So I put an order in at 61.5. Let's look at the 3-minute time frame. This is going to be a quick. See, these are my 3 to 5% plays. These plays I know are going to be quick, depending on the time of day. And so I don't get too hyped up over it. But here's where it comes in, right here. This is the candle that executed me. So I get in and execute it. Okay, and then this thing struggles, and then boom, right here. This is where I got out. I got out at 64. So from 61 to 64, that was a quick. Really, it's actually just 5% play, because anytime you get 3 cents on a stock that's 6 cents, you need to move 6 cents for 10%. It moved 3 cents, so I got 5% out of that. And again, very happy with that. Very happy with the play. So that was my day. Now the other one that I didn't, I came back, I should say, in the afternoon, and I tried to get CLD. I tried to get like an afternoon play. None of them set up. So I didn't really get the setup I was looking for. The only thing I can show you is, let me go to my screen. Let me show you this. Okay, AMBO on 15. I was hoping that AMBO ran back. So what I will do when I'm looking for a play between 11 and 12 Pacific Standard Time, I'm hoping that a key area that has been established either pre-market or throughout the day will be retested. And essentially, I wanted to test $2. It just never happened. That's what I was looking for. But my process is still the same between 11 and 12. I'm generally looking to buy something that was moving pre-market, and I'll buy it at a key area. For example, I had an order for this one between 11 and 12 at 61. Why? Because this was a key buy area in the pre-market. And if it should have failed to 61, I would have been right there to catch it and ride it back up. Okay? So that's one example of what I'll be doing. Let's look at WAFU. WAFU, I had an order for it way down here. I didn't even think it was going to happen because it was so far away. But my point is this: when I'm looking for a play between 11 and 12, I'm looking for something that is a key buy area. Okay, so that means I'm either looking for that, a key buy area off the pre-market, off of regular market, or off of a high volume play. So, like, you look at this. Had this stock stayed up in here, and between 11 and 12, I would have had an order at 855. I'd have been down and challenged this at 855. Look at this candle. Look at this volume. That tells me that there's people here that are very interested. So the process of what I'm looking for between 11 and 12 is the same. Nothing really changes. I'm either looking for a high volume play or a big buy area that's either been set up through the pre-market or in the regular market. I just need to know. I need to be able to see it and say, look, that's a no-brainer. Look at all this volume. Look at this large candle. This is, if I'm going to buy it anywhere, I'm going to buy it here. And that's only saying if the price would have stayed up here. Price didn't stay up. It failed. It got weakened. So that's all there is to it. But I just kind of wanted to share that because I think it was RKS who asked that question. Nothing really changes for me, my man. I keep everything the same. I'm either going to buy a high volume play or a key pre-market buy, or a key regular market hour buy, where you can just see it's clear as day. Look at the volume, look at this candle, buy it. That's me. Okay. All right, y'all. Friday, tomorrow. I hope I get some sleep, man. These last 2 days I've been hanging out. Me and my wife is chilling. So I need some rest, man, because I got to get up and think I'm going to go live. Like I like to, and kind of leave it at that. But all right, y'all, I'm going to get at y'all.